From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports, this is the Lady Hornets Softball Pregame Show. Let's go down to the diamond and join the voice of Huntsville Lady Hornets Softball, Carlos Zimmerman.
And a pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to Corsicana, Texas, and Corsicana High School for this matchup in UIL 5A Region 2 of the area round of this year's playoffs between your Huntsville Lady Hornets and the Lucas Lovejoy Lady Leopards. Hi, friends. Carlos Zimmerman alongside of Luke Scott here. Kendall Morris down in the dugout for us here tonight on the Lady Hornets countdown to first pitch. Luke, big win in the first round for the Lady Hornets against Mount Pleasant, being able to get them for a second straight year in 2 games, and that brings them here to tonight in Corsicana in the second round.
And nothing to really have but so much confidence coming out of that first round. 2-run rules and those weather delays. We can't talk enough about how difficult it is to kind of come out of multiple weather delays, and Huntsville weathered the storm literally and got through that one. Here they are themselves once again in the second round, and the second round has been kind of an issue for Huntsville athletics in the past couple of years, and we'll see if Huntsville Lady Hornets here in softball can maybe kill those demons.
I mean, yeah, you look at last year, of course, falling to Royce City in 2 games in the area round. You don't have to worry about Royce City anymore. They're up in 6A, but still a tough loss at that. Of course, in previous other sports as well, it has become a problem, and the Lady Hornets are trying to get back to the regional quarterfinals for the second time in 3 years after making it there 2 years ago, our first year when we signed on. So, a big opportunity tonight, obviously, for the Lady Hornets to get something done in this ball game. We're going to step aside and take a quick break as they're doing their plate meeting right now, and they'll introduce the starting lineups to the folks in attendance here at Corsicana High School. Me and Luke had a chance to catch up with head coach Morgan Bryan prior to the start of this one. So, see what the Lady Hornets can do tonight against Lucas Lovejoy. But let's chat with head coach Morgan Bryan. Carlos Zimmerman and Luke Scott here with head coach Morgan Bryan here in game 1 of the area round against Lucas Lovejoy tonight here in Corsicana. Coach, coming off of a dominating performance in the bi-district round, what's the focus going into this one?
It's just been the same as always. We're going to re-prep, we're going to refocus, and we're going to look at what's ahead. And this is a very good hitting team, a very solid team all around. So we really prepped for that, and we wanted to see that this week in practice. And I think the girls did a great job looking at what's ahead and what we should do and just doing the little things right.
Coach, what did you like out of that first round? Obviously, just the hitting barrage was on and your pitchers were on it.
Absolutely. You nailed it right there. Our hitting was great. I like the way that we started. I like the way that we were aggressive at the plate and just did our jobs, and we didn't try to do too much. And then, of course, like you said, my pitchers did a really great job of just commanding their pitches and making sure they're hitting their spots in the zone, and they did a great job altogether.
Coach, multiple years here in the second round, trying to get past it. What makes the second round so much different than the first round?
I think it's kind of like that trap game that you talk about. You get comfortable after that big win and you got through by district and you're on that high and you've just got to refocus in. And I think that's the big thing that we're trying to do this year is really focus in on what we're doing and trying to see the job in front of us and get it done.
Coach, looking at JJ tonight, she'll start for you here in game 1, likely hope tomorrow. Just what you're going to be looking at your star junior pitcher.
Same as always, she thrives in pressure situations. She wants to make sure that she's in that and in that moment. And so we're just looking for her to do what she's been doing this year and just command her pitches and be a leader in the circle for us and just do her job.
And then looking at your hitting core, obviously the core of the lineup 2 through 5 has been very solid for you from McHale all the way down to Grant. Obviously you want more production out of your 1 through 9. So looking at the bottom half of your order, 6 through 9, what are you going to be needing out of them after how well they did last year in the opening round? How do you translate that to tonight?
Same thing as always. Just trying to focus on the little things at hand. They did a great job the other day when we were playing in bi-district, just kind of focusing in at the plate and doing what was asked of them. They put the ball in play several times. It may not have been that, record-breaking double or whatever the case may be, but we definitely did our jobs and just executed at the plate, and that's what we're looking for tonight.
What are you going to be looking for most to neutralize out of Lucas Lovejoy?
Just keeping them at bay, honestly. Like I said, they're a great hitting team, a great team altogether. He's been there for a while and created a great program. So just compete. That's the big thing, compete.
Coach, as always, keys to a big win. Obviously, game one's the big important one tonight before you have to worry about tomorrow. Keys to get it done.
Same thing every time, honestly. Just focus in, make sure we do the little things right, and play it the Huntsville way.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we're going to step aside and take a break. When we come back, we'll continue this Lady Hornets countdown to first pitch. Big one here tonight in Corsicana. Huntsville versus Lucas Lovejoy. 3-game series, best of 2 goes to the regional quarterfinals. And it all starts tonight here in Game 1. Be back after this from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports.
Why are people driving from all over Texas to Wiesner Hyundai to get a real deal? Spring into a brand new 2023 Hyundai today. Get a 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe Limited 3.9 APR for 72 months, plus 500 Hyundai bonus cash. You want them? We got them. Get a 2023 Hyundai Tucson 3.9 APR for 72 months, plus 750 Hyundai bonus cash. Get a real deal. Buy for less at Wiesner Hyundai. Exit 87B, Wilson Road in Conroe, or WiesnerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
Let's go to Double Dave's, Double Dave.
They've got the pizza with that fresh made taste to put a smile on your face.
Let's go to Double Dave's, Double Dave.
When you need a break, they got the right food, and it's a really great place.
Have you visited Double Dave's lately? If not, now is the time because we have something for the whole family. Bingo nights, princess nights, new game, there's something for everyone. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram to check out our new daily discounts too. We can't wait to see you.
Let's go to Double Dave's, Double Dave.
They've got the pizza with that fresh made taste to put a smile on your face.
Let's go to Double Dave's,
This has been the Huntsville Lady Hornet Softball pregame show. Get ready, Hornet Nation. First pitch is right around the corner. The following is a KSAM Sports presentation on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to feel the sting. It's time once again for Huntsville Lady Hornet Softball. Let's head down to the diamond and join the voice of Lady Hornet Softball, Carlos Zimmerman.
And a pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you just to the south of Dallas in Corsicana, Texas, for tonight's matchup in the UIL 5A area round here in Corsicana between the Huntsville Lady Hornets and the Lucas Lovejoy Lady Leopards. Hi, friends, and a happy May the 4th to you. I'm Carlos Zimmerman. Alongside of me, Luke Scott. Kendall Morris down in the dugout for us tonight to get us all the action from down there. Luke, big one tonight here, obviously, for both of these teams after taking care of their first-round opponents. Lucas Lovejoy taking care of Red Oak, Huntsville taking care of Mount Pleasant. The slate is wiped clean once again. Final thoughts before we get started?
I think it's just it's business as usual. You know, you can't come to this game thinking of too much. It's a playoff game, but you have to take care of it like you do every other game. This is a team that got past Mount Pleasant pretty easily and a really tough district, and you know you've been battling all throughout the year. I think this team is built for a long run. It's just a matter of executing and making sure you're not making the easy mistakes.
Well, here we go, folks. Winner of this series advances to the regional quarterfinals. Will it be Lucas Lovejoy or will it be Huntsville Lady Hornets? Glad to have you with us tonight on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network here for Game 1 and the first pitch of the ball game from J.J. Dukas across for a strike to Skylar Rucker, and we are underway here in Corsicana. Get the rest of that Lovejoy lineup for you in a moment. The 0-1 from Duke. That one catches the outer half, 0-2. Good start for JJ.
And that's the same exact pitch right there on the outside half of the plate. Approaching the lefty cautiously.
0-2 on the way to Rucker. That one well outside that time, 1-2. Good waste pitch. Rucker, the junior utility infielder for Lovejoy, awaits a 1-2, swings at it, hits it on the ground third base side. McHale's got it, throw to first is in time, one away. Good stretch by Hope Grant on the back end.
That's a good out right there just to get things going here in the first. You get your first out of the day, build a little confidence. And McHale, she had a couple of mishaps in that first game over there at third base. Good to see her sharp here early because she's a real player at third base and she can make a big impact.
Rest of the starting lineup for Lovejoy looks like this. Up to the plate now, Sydney Bardwell batting third, Hannah Harvey batting cleanup, Jade Owens batting fifth, Cameron Messick batting sixth, Izzy Guariello batting seventh, Elliot Pomeroy batting eighth, Addie Georgian batting ninth, Tatum Vitek. As that one well inside to Bardwell, but luckily didn't hit her. It's ball one. Next offering to Bardwell, a little nubber over to McHale once again. Throw to first, easy does it, 2 down. Lady Hornets are lined up defensively like this evening. Left to right in the outfield, Anna Rosenlund. Straight away in centers, Noelle Sandman. In right, Riley Hammond. And around the horn on the infield, Eris McHale in the hot corner at third, making 2 good plays back-to-back. Chloe Sanders, the freshman, at short. Over at second, Callie Klawinski at first is Hope Grant. And the battery mate for J.J. Duke is, as always, Katie Von Rosenberg. That brings Hannah Harvey to the plate, second baseman for Lucas Lovejoy, and the first offering to Harvey is across for a strike. 0-1 the count. J.J. Luke off to a hot start in the circle.
Yeah, she's feeling herself right now. She's dialed in. And just got a good feel of her pitches here early.
0-1 to Harvey. Off speed, right to McHale, into the glove. 3 straight plays to McHale, but that one is errant, and that will allow Harvey to scoot on over to second base. So McHale made 2 back-to-back good plays there, but like you alluded to, Luke, in that first game had a little bit of troubles, and that'll be an E5 there.
Yeah, tough break for especially J.J. Duke, but the rest of the infield. It's just a poor throw there. She was a clean glove there, and it was a great grab. Just, the 1-2 finish. Had the 1, but not the 2.
I think she was just worried about the speed of Harvey down the line, but she had plenty of time. So I'll bring up the cleanup hitter, the pitcher, Jade Owens. First offering, Owens. Hot shot towards the Huntsville dugout and over by Kendall, but it is well fouled. Offering to Owens, chopped on the ground to Duke, and the throw to first in time, and the side is retired. So 1 left for Lucas Lovejoy here in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first for the Lady Hornets. They will have their top of the lineup, Rosenlund, McHale, and J.J. Duke when we come back here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
What does the 50th anniversary of Title IX mean? It means I'm valued, I'm empowered, I can do anything. It means I'll pave the way for every girl who plays high school sports in the future. Just like every female student, coach, official, and administrator blaze the trail for me. Because every student deserves the opportunity to play. Encourage girls you know to participate in Texas high school sports.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Back here in Corsicana, getting ready for the bottom of the first here between Lovejoy and Huntsville. Let's go to the third member of our crew, Kendall Morris, who's got some thoughts going into this ballgame. Kendall?
Hey, Carla.
She's walking her way over here, folks. 1 second.
Hey. In between innings.
Trying to find a spot for her, so that the
Man, Kendall's got to be honest. She was kind of slacking right there, huh?
Oh, stop. I think those poles might be getting in the way of her, and I think we've lost her completely. So, well, she's popping here and there, but we're about to get back to play, so we'll try again here in just a moment to be able to get over to our third member of our crew in Kendall Morris. So, the Lady Hornets will come to the plate here. Anna Rosenlund will come to the plate. Lady Hornets following her Eris McHale. JJ Duke, she's going to bat third. Batting fourth, cleanup batter, Katie Von Rosenberg. Hope Grant bats fifth. Chloe Sanders sixth. Callie Klawinski seventh. Emily Zunker will bat eighth. Noelle Salmon is ninth. The flex in right field tonight, Riley Hammond. So here's Rosenlund to face Owens, and the first offering is across for a strike to the Lady Hornets leadoff batter.
And you got the clean inning there in the first. With only the one error, but no runs given up. This would be a big inning to strike first and get going.
Rosenlund
That one's just foul.
Almost got that one over the third base bag. Just foul, so the count 0-2. If you are tuning in, we already got some comments flowing in. Let us know where you're enjoying this ball game from down in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Kylie Lehman cheering on Huntsville from Maryland. Gotta have you tuning in. Sally Dowis tuning in from Navasota. Watching the Bremen Lady Tigers taking on Snook tonight. Saying, let's go, Lady Hornets, as Rosenlund hits that one back up the middle for a base hit. A good start for the Lady Hornets. A leadoff hit for Anna Rosenlund.
And that's the perfect leadoff hit you can buy right there. Right down the middle on the ground. No play there to make for the second baseman or shortstop. Got into center field and got the easy first base right there. Good hit there for Rosenlund.
So here's Eris McHale. Had a couple of hits in game 2 against Mount Pleasant, including the one that made it 10-0. And the first offering from Owen. She lays down a bunt there, McHale does. And the sacrifice will be successful to move Rosenlund on over to second base. Lovejoy, they are lined up defensively like this, left to right in the outfield. In left is Cameron Messick. In center, Elliot Pomeroy. In right, Tatum Vitek around the horn on the infield. The flex player tonight, Samira Saluja, is at third. Over at short is Skylar Rucker. At second is Hannah Harvey. At first is Izzy Guariello. And behind the plate, catching for Jade Owens, is Sydney Bardwell as the first offering. From Owens to J.J. Duke. Pitcher on pitcher here, misses outside. J.J. had a home run in game 1 against Mount Pleasant. She turns on that one into left field, and it's down and past the left fielder in Messick, and that will easily bring home the first run of the ball game for the Lady Hornets. It's an RBI double for J.J. Duke to score for the Lady Hornets right out of the gate.
A great hit right there. Just pulled it all the way, hit the wall. And that's what J.J. Duke does. She pitches well and she bats well, and that's exactly what you wanted in the bottom of the first here, to get one up here, attacking the pitches early and really establish your presence. And game 1, that's so critical, is establishing presence and dominance early in the game.
We apologize for the angles tonight, not really kind to us. Our camera operator down below us as we're up in the press box here at Corsicana. Von Rosenberg swings at the first pitch and missed it. Houston Hardcastle, best cameraman in the business. Christian Cortez would say otherwise.
Oh.
But, you know, we love both of our guys here, both of our camera ops on this team. Very glad to have them as Huntsville, if you are just joining us, takes a 1-0 lead on an RBI double by J.J. Duke, and Von Rosenberg tries to fight that one off but fouled it out of play, and the count quickly 0-2.
Tell you what, I don't know if there's another cameraman at KSAM that loves the Hornets as much as Houston Hardcastle does.
Absolutely.
He's a Stingham guy. He loves the Hornets.
Von Rosenberg was rather quiet in the series against Mount Pleasant, just one hit as she swings and misses that pitch from Owens. First strikeout of the night for Lucas Lovejoy, and that'll hand it over to Hope Grant.
And now thinking about it, Mount Pleasant had a really tough job getting rid of batters for Huntsville, especially on those sack bunts. You know, there were so many of those sack bunts that turned into just singles just because of the lack of rotation. Oh my goodness, Carlos.
We're going to have to be on our toes tonight.
Yeah, you are. But like the rotation there for Lovejoy was much better than Mount Pleasant, and so you're getting a much more disciplined team here in the second round.
So that ball fouled back by Grant. We have an open window in front of us, so I'm going to have to be paying attention here. She takes a pitch inside, 1-1. I think Houston's going to have to be on his toes as well down there.
Might have to. You got the ricochet.
And if you're just joining us, Carlos Zimmerman alongside Luke Scott. 1-0 Huntsville here in the bottom of the first of game number 1 of this area round, as Saluja will give that one a look. It does get out of play. Grant, of course, had what eventually would be the walk-off in Game 1, where the Lady Hornets took care of Mount Pleasant 14-4. Run ruling them in both games as Grant out in front of that pitch, and it's well foul and on its way down to the brush.
So we're waiting for a ball. Here we go.
There we go. In the count 1-2 here on Hope Grant.
Carlos, may the 4th be with you. I'm liking the Stormtrooper whites we got going today for Huntsville.
They got the Ville jerseys on with the gray helmets and the brand new gray stirrups as well. Owen's trying to just work around just the one run as Grant lays off, but home plate umpire and Dustin McCoy rings her up, and that will retire the side. But Huntsville has struck first in this one. They lead it 1-0 as we go to the top of the second inning. 5, 6, and 7 up for the Leopards when we come back.
Affordable Plumbing Incorporated in Huntsville is a proud supporter of Hornets softball and baseball. Family owned and operated since 2000, Affordable Plumbing serves the plumbing needs of Huntsville, New Waverly, Trinity, and other surrounding areas. The company is backed by years and years of experience and strives to support the community in a courteous and professional manner for all your plumbing needs. Call them at 936-291-7886. Again, that's Affordable Plumbing at 936-291-7886. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Back here in Corsicana on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, 1-0. Huntsville has the early lead here in the top of the second of Game 1. Luke, let's thank some of our sponsors, but also take a look at where folks can follow us on social media.
Of course, KSAM on Twitter. Be sure to follow us on Twitter. Just search KSAM1017. And, of course, while you're on Twitter, you got to go give Huntsville Softball a follow there. Be sure to give Huntsville Softball a follow on Twitter. Just search Huntsville SB on Twitter. Now, some of our sponsors, we got to thank them, of course. AB2 Self Storage, your local go-to self-storage facility. And, of course, Bill Fick Ford, no bull, just great deals. And can't forget about Double Dave's Pizza, slinging dough since 1984. Best pizza rolls there are in Huntsville.
That's right. Thank our wonderful sponsors for all of their support for Huntsville Lady Hornet Athletics. To the plate, Cameron Messick, the left fielder, to face J.J. Duke after the top of the first was empty for Lovejoy to save the error by McHale. And that's a big swing and a miss there by Messick, swinging for the fences to try and tie the game.
And this is what you want out of J.J. Duke right here, attacking the strike zone and attacking batters. You don't want her defending and being timid on the mound. Just have fun at it and go and attack.
That one outside by J.J., 1-1. Looking at Messick on the year, batted .286 entering tonight's game. 1 home run to her credit, 14 RBIs. Down even at 1 apiece. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that'll get down for the first hit of the ball game for Lovejoy. And leadoff single for Cameron Messick.
That's a good response here for the Lady Leopards of Lucas Lovejoy. You give up the 1 run, and first batter, you get a little base here on the single. So,
and that will bring up likely the Game 2 starter, Izzy Guariello.
And you got plays at 2 and 1.
That's right. So, double play depth on the infield for the Lady Hornets. JJ's first offering to Guariello. High and inside, ball 1. And keep those comments flowing in, folks, as this ball game progresses. Allie Moore and her mom, Leslie, tuning in from good old Huntsville. Glad to have you tuning in, guys. First offering as Guariello turns on a pitch that probably would have hit her, but he gets out of play, 1-1. Corey Ament tuning in from the Willis area. Thanks for tuning in, Corey. And Messick getting on via the leadoff single to left. And the next offering, Guariello hot shot towards the Lovejoy dugout. I'll run the count now to 1-2. Elliot Pomeroy, the center fielder, waits on deck. Guariello batting .314, 10 home runs during the regular season. Or even entering tonight, I should say. So she matches J.J. Duke on the other side. 1-2. Did she go? No, she did not. Pitches outside 2-2. Umpiring crew tonight, Dustin McCoy calling balls and strikes behind the plate. Over at first, David Woolodridge. Over at second base, David Rosas. And over at third, Tim Pecht. So a 4-man crew here in the area around at all stations.
Love it.
2-2. Oriello fouls another one off.
This is a good at-bat here for Lovejoy. You have the runner on base on first, and your second batter here in the top of the second is giving Duke a battle here.
JJ retoes the slab. We'll go through the signs with Von Rosenberg. And another 2-2. Out in front of that one, but another about to the same spot that one did for Messick. It's down for another hit. So back-to-back singles for Lovejoy, and they got some early traffic on the base paths with nobody out.
Yeah, it's just another one of those kind of bloop singles that gets into the shallow left field, and Sanders doesn't really have a play on it. McHale doesn't have a play on it, and neither really does Roseland. So now you got to dig deep here and find some outs.
That brings Elliot Pomeroy to the plate. 2 on, nobody out here for Lovejoy. First offering to Pomeroy. Tries to lay down a bunt. It's a good one. Duke over to play it. Bobbled it for a moment, but throws the Grant, or Klawinski, I should say, covering at first base in time, but the sacrifice is successful for Pomeroy. So runners now at third and second for Lovejoy with only 1 out, and that brings it to the 8-hole hitter, Addie George, the designated player. First offering to George, outside 1-0. You know, head coach Morgan Bryan said in our pregame talk, JJ thrives in high-pressure situations. You know, play-in game against Porter, the bases were loaded in the top of the 6th inning. In a tie game 3-3, and JJ was able to get out of it. She would hit the go-ahead home run in the bottom half of that inning. Here's the pitch to George. Strike 1. Lovejoy bringing a good delegation from Lucas, as well as Huntsville from down in the Ville. We're just getting started here. Huntsville in front, 1-0, with 1 out and runners at third and second. Here's the 1-1 to George. George fights it off to the right side. Grant over to get it. That is a huge out, number 2.
Huge out right there because there's no play on the runner coming home, and a quick out there, and it gets you to the 9-hole out, and 2 outs with runners on second and third. Getting out of this inning unscathed would be very, very nice, and it'd be huge for momentum for the dugout over there on first base.
So that brings Tatum Vitek to the plate. Just her 12th at-bat of the season, and she takes ball 1 from JJ. Lady Hornets would have the 6, 7, and 8 bat in the bottom half of the second. One-0. Vitek on the ground to the shortstop, Sanders. She's got it on a hop. Throw to first. Well picked by Hope Grant at the first base side, and the side is retired. Huntsville able to get out of the jam behind good pitching and good defense, and that'll carry us to the bottom half of the second. Sanders, who made the front end of that play, she leads off when we come back here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hi, I'm Michael Murray with Murray Insurance and Financial Services. Our family agency has been representing the Huntsville and Walker County area since the 1930s. It can help you prepare for your future with your financial planning needs, along with the unexpected with life, health, long-term care, and disability insurance needs. Please give us a call at 1-800-695-LIFE. Our email is mike@murrayservices.net.
Back here in Corsicana, bottom of the second, ready to get underway. Now we'll welcome in the third member of our crew, Kendall Morris. Kendall?
Hey, Carlos, can you hear me up there?
Yep, we got you loud and clear.
All right. The girls are doing a really good job here in the dugout, just paying attention to what the runners are doing. And honestly, I think that... Oh, did I lose you again? Having them do that does a really good job on the field play.
Well, Kendall, it's going to be a big opportunity here for the Lady Hornets to bounce back after that rather jam there in the top half of the second. Thank you, Kendall. We'll go back to you throughout this ball game, fighting some middle, of course, trying to get through this one here tonight. Huntsville in front, 1-0. If you are just joining us against Lucas Lovejoy in Game 1 of the area round out of Region 2 in UIL 5A. Carlos Zimmerman alongside of me is my main guy, Luke Scott. 6, 7, and 8 here for the Lady Hornets. Chloe Sanders, who made the good play for out number 3, she is to the plate. First offering from Owens, well outside. You know, Chloe has just absolutely blossomed in this lineup for the Lady Hornets. Didn't start the year as basketball made a deep run. They made it to the regional quarterfinals. She lays off another one there, 2-0. So she enters tonight, the true freshman. Her 17th game, batting .425 in that stretch. She has been a vital part of this offense.
Yeah, she's been great in that bottom half of the lineup. Kind of been every team. You look at in college softball, you look at high school softball, Major League Baseball. You always have to have that one player kind of on the bottom part of the lineup that kind of spurs things on. Sanders has been that for the Lady Hornets, especially during the district season. She's been awesome here in the bottom half.
Well, she's added in the count here, 3-0 on Jade Owens, who gave up the 1 run on an RBI double by Duke. She delivers strike 1.
Here, now she saw the strike here, so now she's going to have that green light to swing one here down across the middle.
She's also very disciplined. She swings at a high rise ball. 3-2 the count. 76 degrees at first pitch tonight. Wind coming out of the southeast, or actually coming out of the northwest, I should say, blowing 12 miles an hour, blowing left to right across your radio dial. Payoff pitch. Sanders pops it up on the infield. Over to get it at first is Guariello. No, didn't have a play off the top of the fence.
That hit the top of the fence. That hit the top of the pole.
Wow.
But you can't do that 2 times in a row.
No, I don't think you can. So the count remains full here on the freshman. Callie Klawinski waits on deck. Had a couple of hits in both ball games against Mount Pleasant in the opening round. Another payoff on the way from Owens. Sanders fights it off. She tried again, but that one a little bit too far.
Fixing to say, this bottom part of the lineup in that previous round against Mount Pleasant was dynamite. Man, it was every at-bat, it felt like they were getting on base and converting, and all of them on defense were playing just as good too. So this is the key part of the lineup here for the Huntsville Lady Hornets.
Sanders, hot shot down the line, fair and past the third baseman in Saluja. That'll allow Chloe Sanders to stride into second with a full count leadoff double.
Slid in with ease right there and got her right on that base, and just a well-hit ball there for Chloe Sanders. That's back-to-back hits here for the first batter of an inning.
4th double on the year for Chloe Sanders. That turns it to Callie Klawinski. Huntsville already in front 1-0, and they already have their second run of the ball game in scoring position.
You think same formula right here, bunt them over?
I think you do. Callie with an open stance right on the edge of the batter's box. And there it is. You called it, my friend. Good bunt down the third base side. Klawinski will be out at first, but the sacrifice is successful to move Chloe Sanders 60 feet away from home plate. So now it will be up to the lefty in the lineup, Emily Zunker, to try and bring her home.
Love that play. It's the high percentage play. It's the, you know what you're going to get from Klawinski. She's been doing this for a long time now, the junior in the lineup here, one of the leaders in the team, in the infield especially, and there she is once again.
Here's another junior, Emily Zunker. First offering from Owen, swings at it, but to the third base side. Up with it, it's Saluja. The throw is offline, and that'll bring Chloe Sanders to the plate. Wow.
Hey, you'll take them how you can get them right there. There was no play there made to be at home because the runner stayed at third, and the bad throw, was the error led to the runner scored.
So an error on Saluja.
Oh, that's one out. I'm sorry.
Just one out, buddy. So Emily Zunker will stand on over at first base. Here's Noelle Sandman. Had a very good game number 2 against Mount Pleasant as she takes strike 1. It was your pick for player of the game that night.
She was.
And she would have been had it not been for a J.J. Duke no-hitter. But Noelle has been very stout at the bottom of the order here for the Lady Hornets as she lays off for ball 1.
Remember, she was at the top of the lineup. She was there at 2 there for a while, and at 1, I believe, in the very start of the season. They moved her down to 9 just to be that stable, sometimes that secondary leadoff runner, and she's been great.
There's another ball low, 2-1. Got some more comments flowing in. Renee Hayes watching from H-Town saying go JJ. Bob Sly from Northside Baptist Church watching from Huntsville. Let's go Lady Hornets. And Brandy Flowers tuning in as well, saying let's go Hornets. And Tasha, thank you guys for tuning in. Keep those comments flowing in as Sandman fights that one to the right side. But a good glove over there at second. The flip by Harvey is in time. That'll move Zunker over to second, but that is the second out. So 2 down in the Huntsville half of the second. That brings it to Anna Rosenlund. Rosenlund, like you alluded to earlier, singled to lead off the ball game for Huntsville. They've got the lead here, 2-0. First offering from Owens on the way. Well inside, nearly hits Rosenlund. Count 1-0.
You got to stick it out right there and take the base.
Remember the last time you said that?
I do. And what happened literally the next pitch?
Von Rosenberg hit her first high school home run. That was against Kingwood Park early in district play. 1-0. Rosenlund fights that one into left center. That could be trouble, but on the run and dropping it there in center field is Elliot Pomeroy. Another run across for Huntsville. 3-0 on a blooper by Anna Rosenlund that plates Emily Zunker.
Yeah, I'd say that might be her second hit of the day right there. I'd say it's 2 for 2.
I would agree. I'll talk to our other scorekeeper, Anthony Bryan, Morgan's husband, in here just a minute to see how he scored that. But the Lady Hornets are able to keep the inning going. 3-0 with 2 out. Eris McHale to the plate, grounded out her last time. Take strike 1. Kendall's telling us in the dugout that's a hit. So, yeah, she is 2 for 2. Austin Taylor tuning in tonight, QB1. Thank you for tuning in, Austin, as McHale fouls that one back to the dish.
Friend of the program.
That's right. His sister, Alexis Taylor, I believe she's in attendance here tonight as well. Longtime second baseman for the Lady Hornets. Austin, of course, on the football team. Getting ready for a big junior season coming up as McHale lays off. And the count 1-2 now on Eris. And Lovejoy's had opportunities to get out of this inning. Errors have plagued them, plus some timely hitting for the Lady Hornets. 1-2, McHale lays off, and the count even. The inning continues. The dangerous J.J. Duke is on deck. Open stance for McHale. Infield and outfield playing straight up, fighting this wind as Jade Owens trying to just go through the progressions here for this next pitch. Here's the 2-2. McHale, foul tip into the glove for strike number 3. Second strikeout for Jade Owens, but more damage has been done by the Lady Hornets. 2 across to make it 3-0 here in the bottom of the second as we go to the top of the third inning. Top of the order also up for Lovejoy when we return.
Come to Wiesner Cadillac in Huntsville and take advantage of our huge spring cleaning sales event. Hi, folks. Clint Mack with Wiesner Cadillac in Huntsville. We have some amazing deals going on. Are you a Costco member? Take $1,000 off select vehicles with your Costco membership. Want a sporty Cadillac CT4? We have them in stock for immediate delivery starting at only $35,495. We have the XT4, the XT5, and the CT5 with financing starting at only 3.44% APR. Now is the time to save and take advantage of our spring cleaning and these amazing deals. Come to Wiesner Cadillac in Huntsville or visit us online at wiesnercadillac.com.
Welcome back to Corsicana, top of the third, ready to get underway. Carla Zimmerman alongside of Luke Scott. 3-0 Huntsville has the lead. Luke, let's thank some of our sponsors.
Flora Plumbing, family owned and operated since 2000, supporting Walker County and surrounding counties. Wiesner Hyundai Conroe, where you buy for less. And how can we forget Murray Insurance and Financial Services, an agency you can trust. And, of course, Wiesner of Huntsville, home of the what?
Bottom line.
Home of the bottom line.
We're back to play. Top of the order here for Lucas Lovejoy. Skylar Rucker gets us started. She grounded out to McHale her first time up. 1-0. Rucker swings, hits it in the air to center. Fighting the wind, Noelle Sandman running in on it. Makes the play on the infield for out number 1. Good range there by the senior center fielder.
I think Sandman was getting a little bored out there in center and said, hold on, let me make a play right here.
So a fly out for Skylar Rucker makes her 0 for 2. That'll turn it over to the backstop in Sydney Bardwell. Folks, if you want to buy tickets for the next Huntsville Hornets ball game or for scheduling information for all things Huntsville High School sports and more, be sure to visit our friends at hortonation.org for details. Here's Bardwell, strike 1, across from JJ. Bardwell also grounded out to McHale in a part of an inning where McHale could have made all 3 putouts, but an error proved costly. But The Lady Hornets were able to get out of the jam there. Still pitching a shutout here is J.J. Duke. 3-0, and the 0-1 on the way. Well inside, but the count 1-1.
Is that a USTA?
UTSA. That, for the junior, she is verbally committed.
Huh?
Or actually, no, she is fully committed. The senior, I should say, to the Roadrunners.
Congratulations.
Bardwell fouls it off.
I must say, though, Huntsville baseball, or I'm sorry, Sam Houston baseball kind of whooped up on the Roadrunners,
Yeah, they
didn't
did.
they?
18-2.
Woo.
Riding a hot streak right now are the Bearcats as they get ready for the WAC tournament. 1-2. Bardwell on the ground. Shortstop Sanders on a couple of hops. Throw to first in time. 2 down.
Nice out there for Sanders. She got him back there. That was going to be her out there, and that first fly out, but she got that one right there. A tough hop, too. That second hop took kind of a funky one, but Sanders corralled it nicely in her glove and threw a strike.
I'll turn it over to Hannah Harvey. She reached on an error her last time. That one courtesy of McHale. Harvey committed to Kennesaw State. Future conference mate of Sam Houston. A Lady Owl as she takes ball 1 outside. That's right, because Kennesaw State, after the 23 season, they will move to Conference USA. So we won't see the last of her. Next offering, I should say. Onto the ground, McHale has it for sure this time and completes the putout on the other side. Stout defense for the Lady Hornets. Retires the side. 1-2-3 goes Lovejoy as we head to the bottom of the third. Huntsville looking for more runs when we come back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
They've got the pizza with that fresh made taste to put a smile on your face.
Let's go to Double Dave's, Double Dave.
When you need a break, they got the right food, and it's a really great place.
Have you visited Double Dave's lately? If not, now is the time because we have something for the whole family. Bingo nights, princess nights, new game, there's something for everyone. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram to check out our new daily discounts too. We can't wait to see you.
Let's go to Double Dave's, Double Dave.
They've got the pizza with that fresh made taste to put a smile on your face.
Let's go to Double Dave's.
Carlos Zimmerman and Luke Scott. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Heading to the bottom of the third. Huntsville in front 3-0 as well. Welcome back in. Third member of our crew, Kendall Morris, down in the dugout for an update.
The wind down here is just cutting around, and it's pushing people around in the dugout, so packed a little bit, and I guess my microphone too. But they're doing a pretty good job on adjusting to it as it comes.
Kendall, you're up 3-0 right now. Now you got J.J. Duke, who's usually batting 3. Now she's leading off in this inning. What's kind of the motto right here? What have the coaches been saying in the meetings?
Just making a good hit. You know, JJ, she's going to get the ball in play and just making sure the girls come up behind her and bring her home.
All right, thank you very much, Kendall. Down in the dugout, Forrest. Hard of the order for the Lady Hornets to the plate, like we said, 3, 4, and 5. Duke, Von Rosenberg, and Hope Grant. Duke, an RBI double, got things started for Huntsville in the bottom of the third to give them a 1-0 lead earlier, and she lays off an off-speed there from Jade Owens for strike 1. Of course, JJ verbally committed to Tarleton State. She'll be a Texan coming up after the 2024 season. 0-1. Owens gets a swing and a miss out of Duke. 0-2. Owens, on the other hand, is heading to East Texas Baptist University up in Marshall. And speaking of Marshall, that is where Hallsville High School is, and that is where the Huntsville Hornet baseball team, who they will be facing in the bi-district round coming up starting tomorrow. As Duke swings, fly ball into center field, carrying in the wind, but back on it is Pomeroy. She's got it for the first out. So 1 down here in the Huntsville half of the third. Like I said, Huntsville Hornet baseball taking on Hallsville for the 3rd consecutive year. Hallsville got the best of them in 2 games in 21. They went to 3 games in 22.
Hey, if we keep going on track here.
Huntsville.
2 games.
That's
3
right.
games.
Should have mentioned Austin. He's also on the baseball team. As I mentioned earlier, multi-sport athlete. Lots of multi-sport athletes here in Huntsville. You love to see that. With 1 out, here's Von Rosenberg. Lays off for ball 1. And final touch on baseball. Colin Neal and B.J. McMichael, they're going to have the call for the entire bi-district series in Lufkin. Coming up, starting tomorrow night, 7 p.m. in Lufkin. Another ball across to Von Rosenberg from Owens. Cody Hager tuning in, saying, let's go, Lady Hornets. Thanks for tuning in, my guy. Carl Ratzel tuning in as well from Kansas, cheering on Noel Sandman this evening. 2-0. Von Rosenberg fights it off. Heads up, Houston, as that ball is against the fence. Count is now 2-1 on Berger. Of course, Von Rosenberger, nickname being Berger. You know what kind of hat she was wearing earlier down in the dugout?
Oh, man. She was wearing that mushroom Swiss burger, wasn't she?
That's right.
What's your go-to burger?
Oh, might need to mull over that for a little bit. Might be something I got to think about for dinner later tonight. 3-1 now. I like me a good mushroom Swiss.
I like one with Monterey Jack.
Oh.
Monterey Jack and mushrooms and maybe a little onion on there. I like onion.
If you're tuning into the comments, let us know what burger you like as Von Rosenberg fouls that one off, and the count now full. Yeah.
Do they have burgers up there in Maryland?
I'm sure they do.
I don't know.
We'll ask Kylie. She can chime in
Well,
down
the
there
lobster.
in the chat. Ooh, now you're speaking my language. Love me some seafood. And you're making me hungry. Pay off. Von Rosenberg fouls it off. And Von Rosenberg here at the plate on the season. Entered .454 on the batting average this evening. 2 home runs, along with 24 RBIs. Has been a very, very productive catcher for the Lady Hornets. Also on the defensive side as well. Another payoff from Owens. Von Rosenberg fighting off some more pitches. The next one that'll come to Von Rosenberg will be the 8th of the at-bat.
And what did they say? The longer the at-bat goes,
favors the hitter.
That's right.
Wendy Brown tuning in, saying, let's go, Lady Hornets. And Lucas Fullwood, another member of Huntsville Baseball, also tuning in. Thanks, guys, as Von Rosenberg lays off for ball 4. Good at-bat there by Von Rosenberg. And it's a one-out base runner for the Lady Hornets, but she's likely not going to run. Courtesy runners should come on here for Huntsville.
Washington.
And there she is, Kiana Washington, always the first out of the dugout. Big speed threat for Huntsville.
I don't know where that one was. It might have been a little inside. I don't think it was too high.
If you're Huntsville, you'll take it every day of the week. Again, Hope Grant will come to the plate here as they're getting all the substitutions here for Washington over at first base.
Hope Grant might poke this one over the fence right here.
Yeah, she's got that home run power. 3 home runs during the regular season. And with 1 out, lays off for ball 1. No, called strike 1. Maybe a makeup call. Looked a little outside there. Again, Hope in game number 2 against Mount Pleasant with Washington at first. She hit an RBI double. That made it 3-0 at the time early on in that ball game. She lays off of that one for ball 1 as it's down in the turf. Folks, go ahead.
No. Carlos, it's all you, boss man.
I got you. Folks, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank the great folks here at Corsicana. They've been tremendous in helping us getting set up here. Courtney and Adam, thank you guys very much as Grant lays off of an off-speed high, 2-1. Very gracious hosts for us. All potentially 3 games of this series. The way things are looking right now, Huntsville's going to get an early jump, but still a lot of ball to be played. Here in the bottom of the 3rd, Huntsville leading 3-0, and 2-1 from Owens. Swing and a fly ball into left center field. This ball's carrying, and it's going to rattle up against the fence. Washington around 2nd, on her way to 3rd. It is a 1-out double for Hope Grant.
Oh my goodness! I thought I hit the jackpot right there.
I'll tell you. I think if on a calm night, that has a chance of getting out. Maybe just a little bit under it there was Grant, but enough to make it over to second base. So runners at 3rd and 2nd with 1 out for Chloe Sanders, and we're going to see, is she going to let Hope run here? Indeed, she will. She'll let Hope go. Sometimes she pulls her for a courtesy runner, but with 1 out and Chloe Sanders at the plate. Sanders tonight had a double her first time up. She swings at the first pitch and fouls it off.
Yeah, Sanders going to come up. She's going to be sniffing that RBI. She wants one right here. Or as what do we say? The old ribeye?
You could say that.
I like ribeyes.
I do too. Stop talking about food. 0-1. Wisely laying off there was Chloe.
Carlos, I can't help it, dude.
I know.
Come on, man.
I know.
I haven't had dinner since yesterday.
Okay, well, you should have got something when we stopped. 1-1. Sanders fights off another one, but out of play.
You know what? I like the approaches throughout the game so far of Huntsville. They've been come up really relaxed, but yet very focused. And they haven't been swinging at bad pitches. They're fighting things off well.
1-2. Chloe Sanders fights that one to the left side in for a base hit. Grant will hold up at third. So Washington comes in to score, and the Lady Hornets keep the offensive train going. It is 4-0 on an RBI single from the freshman.
And right there, just as I'm saying, she laid off a few pitches, and she found a couple off that she didn't really like, but she had a swing at. Right there, she got her spit. She put a good contact on it. Easy in through. Found the gap between the third baseman and the shortstop and got the ribeye.
Still only one out. Runners on the corners for the Lady Hornets. Grant at third, Sanders at first. Here's Callie Klawinski to face Owens. First pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-0. And Luke, we got to talk about this too. What are you thinking of if you're Lovejoy right now? Obviously some defensive struggles and not being able to find your stride here on the pitching.
I'll tell you what, at the top of the second, when there was runners on second and third with one out, and Huntsville was able to get out of it cleanly, that's a big blow to the heart right there, and momentum. And you don't like to say like they're already out of it, because they're definitely not. But that one inning, you had two runners in scoring position with one out. You'd think you're trying to get at least one of them in, and for you to come up empty-handed, that's a tough. And especially right after that, 2 runs given up. Now you get a run right here in the bottom of the third.
Inside 3-0. Sanders will move on over to second on catcher's indifference. Also some miscues on the infield as well.
Yeah. And really,
that was very wise there by Chloe.
It was, but if you're the Lady Panthers, you just want a clean inning at this point.
Leopards.
What'd I say?
Panthers.
You know, I think that
Lufkin. Yeah, I get it. Lovejoy, Lufkin. I get it.
Both very nice facilities.
Absolutely. Great facility here in Corsicana as well. 3-1 count now on Callie Klawinski. Grant at third, Sanders at second. Huntsville looking to strike, but there is a swinging strike by Callie Klawinski. Full count now. So Lady Hornets have done a good job working these at-bats, especially in this inning. Von Rosenberg able to work out an 8-pitch walk. Some timely hitting by Hope Grant and Chloe Sanders. Pay off as Callie called time. I think home plate umpire Dustin McCoy just didn't quite see it in time. I think that would have been ball 4 anyway.
Hey, that was not the pitch to call a time on there.
Yeah. Another payoff. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Emily Zunker. With 1 out. Big opportunity for the junior, verbally committed to Angelina College, to bust this thing wide open. And if you're Lovejoy, sure, you get past Zunker, but then you got Sandman on deck, and she has swung a hot bat as of late. But if you're Lovejoy, if you get out of this jam with just the 1 run, that's a huge momentum boost for your offense. Here's the 1, first pitch to Zunker, and past the infield for a base hit. That'll score 1. Everyone will move up 60 feet. An RBI single for Emily Zunker to make it 5-0.
That little lefty slap that grazed right between the pitcher and the shortstop there. Kind of like Anna Rosalind's first hit that just got through the second baseman and the pitcher. Just like that, you get the runner on and you get the runner to score, and you keep the bases loaded with only 1 out. That was an ideal scenario right there.
Past the diving shortstop of Skylar Rucker, as here's Noelle Sandman, free swinging at the first pitch, down the right field line, but also foul, and out of the reach of the right fielder in Tatum Vitek.
And Sandman,
she's swinging for the fences.
Small in stature, but not very small in power right there. She only got a little piece of that, and fighting that one off, and that one almost hit the wall.
That wasn't a full swing.
No.
That's something head coach Morgan Bryan harps about in practice, is swing through it.
Yeah.
And it's going to travel a long way. Here's the 0-1. Bites off another one. Bit more of a full swing, but the count now 0-2 on Sandman.
I like to, I'm a big golf guy. Think about it like golf. You don't have to swing very hard for the ball to go. You just have to hit in the right spot, which is very hard. Same thing as like softball. You don't have to swing that hard for the ball to go and to release.
Bases loaded for the Lady Hornets. Sanders at third, Klawinski at second, Zunker at first. 2 across for Huntsville here in the bottom of the third of game 1. Here's the 0-2. Sandman down the first base side. A good glove there by Guariello. That will bring home a run for the Lady Hornets, though. It's an RBI ground out by Noelle Sandman to make it 6-0.
You got the out, but you still got a runner on, or runner. You got the runner in, and now runners on second and third. You're up 6-0 in the bottom of the third. You can get 2 more right here. You're gonna be looking really good for maybe early inning or early ending, as I must say.
Remember, the run rule is 10 after 5. As Rosalind steps out of the box. Rosalind tonight 2 for 2, a pair of singles. First offering from Owens, well smothered behind the plate there by Bardwell. And that was a great play there at first base by Guariello. Likely going to be the Game 2 starter tomorrow against Hope Grant.
I think it would have gotten through.
1-0. Well inside again, 2-0. And that RBI ground out by Sandman moved Klawinski to third. Emily Zunker now stands at second base. Owens will retoe the slab. And the offering to Rosenlund. There's strike 1. 4, 5, and 6. Owens will be the one to lead it off for Lovejoy in the top of the 4th. Two, 1. Rosenlund in the left for a base hit. Klawinski will come in and score. Zunker will hold up at third, and the hitting parade continuing for the Lady Hornets. Anna Rosenlund is 3 for 3 with a single and advancing on the throw.
Miss Rosenlund getting the job done right here in the leadoff spot, but a couple RBIs here. And notice, though, a lot of these hits, it's just been 1-run RBIs. There's only been the one that came in with 2. But you know what? You'll take it as much as you can get.
One of the assistants out now to talk with Jade Owens. And the infield here with the Lady Leopards in some dire straits right now. Down 7-0 here in the bottom of the third. Huntsville's hitting has just been on it tonight, and you love to see every bit of that. Luke, while we have a pause in the action, why don't we thank some more of our wonderful, wonderful sponsors?
Of course. The four-dealer sponsors right here. For the latest up-to-minute information on what's happening in the world of sports in Huntsville and Walker County, follow KSAM Sports on Facebook. You can find breaking news and information. It is breathtaking.
Yeah.
For Huntsville Hornets, Simpson Bearcats, and much more on the page. KSAM Sports on Facebook, your home for Huntsville and Walker County sports.
We're ready to get back to play now. Zunker at third, Rosenlund at second with 2 out, and Eris McHale now to the plate. She represents the 9th batter of the inning for the Lady Hornets, and she lays off of ball 1.
Wouldn't that be something if we get the cycle right here and goes all the way through the lineup?
I would also like to point out one swing makes it 10-0. McHale's got 1 home run this year against Dayton. She lays off on a pitch low, 2-0.
She had a near homer in the first round, too.
That's right. That was well up against the fence. That made it 10-0 there in Game 2. Obviously, with the wind out from the left side, that's going to be tough to do. Here's the 2-0, and she takes strike 1 from Jade Owens. Again, 4 across for the Lady Hornets here in the bottom of the third. Small ball being the case tonight. 2-1 to McHale. McHale is swinging a miss. 2-2. Owens 1 strike away from getting out of the jam. Two. McHale fights that one into right, but back on it is the right fielder in Vitek. She's got it for the third and final out, but the damage has been done. 4 runs across for Huntsville in the bottom of the third. They have blown this one a bit open, 7-0. Middle of the order will come up for the Lady Leopards when we come back here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
From all over Texas, to Wiesner Hyundai to get a real deal. Spring into a brand new 2023 Hyundai today. Get a 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe Limited 3.9 APR for 72 months, plus 500 Hyundai bonus cash. You want them? We got them. Get a 2023 Hyundai Tucson 3.9 APR for 72 months, plus 750 Hyundai bonus cash. Get a real deal. Buy for less at Wiesner Hyundai. Exit 87B, Wilson Road in Conroe, or WiesnerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
Back here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. 7-0. Huntsville has the lead in Game 1 of the UIL 5A area round here in Corsicana. Carlos Zimmerman alongside Luke Scott. Kendall Morris down in the dugout for us. Luke, I know you got interrupted last time, so now let's thank some of our wonderful sponsors who made this broadcast possible.
AB2 Self Storage, your local go-to self-storage facility. Affordable plumbing, family-owned and operated since year 2000, supporting Walker County and surrounding counties. And, of course, Bill Fick for no bull, just great deals.
Now batting, number 7, Jade Owens.
4, 5, and 6 coming up here for Lucas Lovejoy. Face J.J. Duke. Duke got a lot of time to rest in between those innings. And Owens fouls the first pitch off. Owens tonight 0 for 1. She grounded out in the bottom of the first. Or top of the first, I should say. These teams will flip tomorrow for Game 2. Huntsville will be the away team. Lovejoy will be the home. 0-1. Off speed, misses low, 1-1. Lovejoy got the best of Red Oak in the by-district round. Winning Game 1 8-1, then winning Game 2 8-2 to get here to tonight. Here's the 1-1. Owens on the ground, up the middle. Sanders over to get it, but bobbled it there on the turf. So that will be,
That's an error.
Thank you. Not very hit well, so that would have been pretty tough there if Sanders was going to get a glove on it for the runner in Owens to get to first. So an error for the Lady Hornets.
She did have to make a decent track over there, though. It wasn't the easiest play to make. But if you're Hunts right here, you can't let off the gas pedal right here. You want a clean inning right here and get your runners and get your hitters back up to line up the same exact order that got the last one rolling.
Again, Huntsville in front 7-0. Courtesy runner on here for the Leopards. It is Taylor Bradshaw, the sophomore, over at first base now. And now a lefty in Cameron Messick, who singled the first hit of the night for Lovejoy. Swings at the first pitch from Duke, 0-1.
I'm liking the strike zone tonight, Carlos.
I am too. The 0-1. Messick fouls it back to the screen, 0-2. And keep those comments flowing in down in the comments below of the stream, folks. We'd love to hear from you where you were enjoying this ball game from. Down in the comments, Laura Stocklin, I hope I pronounced that right, tuning in and watching Anna from Kaufman tonight, as well as Mrs. Fullwood cheering on all my ladies tonight, she says. Sting 'em, Hornets. 0-2 to Messick. High for ball 1. Keep, again, the runner over at first, courtesy runner Taylor Bradshaw, after Jade Owens was able to get on via the error. Lovejoy down in a hole right now, trying to do some damage. And the 1-2 once more to Messick. Inside, 2-2. Just didn't quite get the call there on the inner half. Trying to battle here is Messick. Here's the 2-2 from JJ. Swung on and hit in the air to left field. Running in on it is Rosenlund. Sanders in foul ground with a sliding catch for out number 1. What a play there to make up for the error.
An athlete just doing athlete things right there. Tough play to make there, but nonetheless, she made it.
So she atones for the error for the first out. Back to double play depth on the infield for the Lady Hornets, and that'll bring up Izzy Guariello. Guariello singled her first time to the plate. One of only 2 hits off of J.J. Duke tonight. She's bidding for the third one, but that one is also well foul over the batting cages for Lucas Lovejoy. She's got some home run power, does number 5. Like I alluded to earlier, 10 home runs during the season entering tonight. Here's the 0-1. Guariello to the third base side. McHale gloved it, but it was also foul. So it works the same for a strike, and Duke ahead in the count here, 0-2 on Guariello.
Only a freshman, too.
10 home runs as a freshman. Kind of reminds me of someone. The one standing in the circle. From 2 years ago. Having a great year as a freshman in 21. The 0-2. Guariello swings and misses. The other pitcher gets the best of her. And for JJ, believe it or not, Luke, that is her first strikeout of the night.
Tell you what, that strikeout doesn't remind me of that lady in the mound right there, if you know what I'm saying. Dude doesn't strike out too much.
No. Are you talking about in the circle, getting strikeouts?
In the circle. No, getting striked out.
Oh, getting struck out. Thank you. Well, she doesn't very often. I'll look at the stats just to prove it.
She deals more pain than she takes.
She's the lowest on the team in strikeouts in the same amount of games. Just 7 this year.
Wow, I was going to say 10.
Well, you got the under on that one. At the plate here, Elliot Pomeroy. And Pomeroy hits on the ground past the diving Klawinski for a base hit. So 2 on and 2 out for Lucas Lovejoy, and that'll bring Addie George to the plate. Addie George fouled out to Hope Grant her first time to the plate.
That was that big second out there in the top of the second.
Trying to get another one here for the third out as George lays off for ball 1. You know, like you alluded to, the runners at third and second with 1 out, getting that big out there in foul ground for Hope in support of JJ, and then they were able to get the ground out to end the inning. And that's what has kept Lovejoy off the board. Here's the 1-0 to George. George fouls it back. Sun starting to set. We were in mostly cloudy skies at the start of the ball game, but I see some blue above us here, Luke, as the sun setting off to our right. Here
It's
in
a good looking
Corsicana.
It's a good looking sunset. You can kind of see it over there by the football stadium. But
1-1. Just outside. Getting some groans from the Huntsville side of things. 2-1.
I'll tell you what, though, Corsicana's kind of slept on. It's one of the prettier places that we've been.
I mean,
softball season. I fished up here before in the lake, Corsicana. The crappie, when they're biting, it's nuts.
George fouls another one off. 2-2. It was such a pretty drive coming up here as well.
Not too shabby.
It's what makes those drives just so much fun. Again, runners at second and first. 2 out and a 2-2 count. Here between Duke and George. Huntsville in front 7-0 and the 2-2 to George. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout from J.J. Duke as she took a little something off of that pitch. And that'll retire the side here in the top of the 4th. Lovejoy strains a pair of runners as we go to the bottom half of the 4th. We'll talk to Kendall Morris when we come back.
What does the 50th anniversary of Title IX mean? It means I'm valued, I'm empowered, I can do anything. It means I'll pave the way for every girl who plays high school sports in the future. Just like every female student, coach, official, and administrator blaze the trail for me. Because every student deserves the opportunity to play. Encourage girls you know to participate in Texas high school sports.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Back here in Corsicana, bottom of the 4th, ready to get underway here as Huntsville leads 7-0. As I'll welcome back in our third member of our crew, Kendall Morris. Kendall, up in front, 7-0. Great shutout pitching on the other side from JJ. How do you keep this up if you're Huntsville?
You just have to remember how you've been batting the rest of the game. You know, at the beginning, they had some figure out, but obviously they've kind of figured out how their pitcher is doing, and they just need to keep going on that and being strong.
Thank you very much, Kendall, for us. Down in the dugout tonight, third member of our crew, something new we've introduced this year.
I'm liking this.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. We got our own Julia Morales here. You wouldn't know that.
Astros field reporter.
Astros field reporter.
I know.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
But she's what, AT&T?
AT&T Sportsnet, yes, sir.
Yeah, we don't get that. Well, where I'm from, we didn't get that.
I mean, what can you do?
That's why I'm more of a Rangers guy, because we got to watch the Rangers play instead of the Astros, right? So it's kind of, I only had one team to root for.
Okay, but at least growing up for me, I could watch it on linear TV.
Oh, yeah.
JJ takes ball 1 here as Lady Hornets nearly batted around.
Well, I wish I was more of an
in that
Astros
third.
guy. How bad the Rangers are all the time. They
Well, I mean,
suck.
y'all are leading weren't y'all leading the division early on this year?
Yeah, you're right. We're going to win it all this year.
Okay. Okay. We'll see. 1-0. Swing and a miss by Duke, 1-1. JJ tonight, 1 for 2. She flew out last time. That was in the third. She's also doubled tonight. That brought home the first run for the Lady Hornets in the bottom of the first. But nobody out. 1-1. Duke fouls it back. 1-2. JJ been one of the big role players on this team. The leader of the pitching staff as she awaits the 1-2, waited for that one, hits it into the wind in left field, running in on it and making the grab is Cameron Messick for out number 1.
Yeah, it's got way too much under that one, and not the best at-bat there for JJ.
So 1 down and nobody on here for Huntsville in the bottom of the 4th, leading 7-0. Here's Katie von Rosenberg.
That's the first time the leadoff batter hasn't gotten on base.
That's right. Well, no. In the third, JJ flew out to start the inning.
Oh.
Von Rosenberg, though, will make up for it as she hits that one into center for a base hit. Von Rosenberg on for the second time tonight. This one for a hit. And the Lady Hornets have something cooking with 1 out. And obviously, courtesy runner, here she comes, Kiana Washington.
Just a high chopper right there, and no play to be made there for any of the middle infielders. And got to the outfield, and never doubt Berger, right?
Never doubt her. She has stepped up in tremendous ways this year for the Lady Hornets.
Probably the best change that Coach Bryan's made is that 4 and 5 swap between Hope Gran and Berger.
Yeah.
The two just kind of seem to fit the roles a little bit more.
Grant takes strike 1 on the inner half, says the home plate umpire Dustin McCoy. And Huntsville hunting for more runs here. 3 more would throw it into Mercy Rule territory. Here's the 0-1. Grant lays off. Washington is off on the throw, and she is safe over at second.
She never got her.
Got under the tag, and the shortstop over there, Skylar Rucker, is a little bit irate from that. Thought she got her. The throw was right at second base.
That wasn't even close. I don't know what she's whining about.
And time's going to be called here by head coach DJ Lopez of Lovejoy. He'll go out and talk with the second base umpire and David Rosas. Try and get an explanation for that one there. I think Washington just got under the tag. Obviously a tough play to make because, I mean, I'll give credit to the catcher in Sydney Bardwell. She threw it right where it needed to be, over at second base. I just don't think Rucker got there in time.
I think it was a little too far, maybe to the right, maybe just a tad, but talk about the speed of Kiana Washington. Hit the nose and got to second.
15th stolen base on the year for Kiana Washington. Second on the team, just behind Anna Rosenlund. 1-1 count, 1 out. Washington now at second, and Owens will try to settle back in here against Grant. The pitch. Fights it off to the right side, but also well fouled.
And Bo's got to make that play right there.
Yeah, he's got to. We love Bo, bus driver Bo, best bus driver in Texas. One of the... He's talking with Morgan across the diamond, too. Morgan, of course, flanked by Cole Bohannon and Brianna Palomino, who's down in the dugout as Hope Grant calls time. One, two. Short hops the plate, 2-2. Washington with some great heads-up base running there. Bardwell didn't even make an effort to throw it to third, so Washington in safely, and now another run for the Lady Hornets.
There's no chance.
Is 60 feet away. There's no chance with her speed.
There's no chance. You look down at the ball. She's at second. You pick it up. She's already at third.
Multi-sport athlete.
Flew down the baseline like the X-wing.
That's right. It is indeed May the 4th, so May the 4th be with all of you. 2-2. Grant swings, pops it foul.
You got to make a couple references, right?
Yeah, you got to.
You an Empire or a Rebellion guy?
What do you think?
Rebellion.
Rebellion the whole way. Although James Earl Jones was a very great choice for Darth Vader. I will say that. 2-2. Grant out in front of that slow pitch. Third base side, making the good play there is Saluja, and the throw on the first in time for the second out.
No play there to be made at home because Washington elected not to go, and now you got 2 outs, runner on third.
Actually, I'm going to make a correction here. That's Addie George over at third. I guess they made some switch.
Who?
And Addie George over at third. My mistake, folks. That was the flex option according to my lineup, but I guess they made a change when I wasn't looking. So with 2 out, Washington stays at third. Here's Chloe Sanders, and there's ball 1 from Jade Owens. So again, George at third, Rucker at short, over at second base, Hannah Harvey, and at first Izzy Guariello. 1-0 to the freshman, off speed, but out in front of it, hits the pole for strike 1.
Hit the post, eh?
Yes, very much so. That's a 10-pointer. Again, Washington, the runner at third for the Lady Hornets, trying to get another run across here with 2 out, and Sanders fights off yet another one in the count 1-2. Jade Owens trying to work her way around this inning, trying to get a shutout of the Lady Hornets for the first time in this ball game as the off-speed runs well high, 2-2.
Not going to get a shutout if you're throwing above the catcher and the umpire's head over here.
Sanders has singled and doubled tonight, 2-2. Up high again, full count. Allie Klawinski waits on deck. Only Sanders and Rosenlund have been able to get on base all the way through tonight. But Sanders will have to wait as she foul tips that one into the glove on ball 4, and that will retire the side here in the Huntsville half of the fourth. They go quietly, leaving a runner at third base, but they maintain a 7-0 lead as we go to the top of the 5th inning here in Game 1 of the UIL 5A Area Round live from Corsicana on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network powered by KSAM Sports.
Affordable Plumbing Incorporated in Huntsville is a proud supporter of Hornet softball and baseball. Family owned and operated since 2000, Affordable Plumbing serves the plumbing needs of Huntsville, New Waverly, Trinity, and other surrounding areas. The company is backed by years and years of experience and strives to support the community in a courteous and professional manner for all your plumbing needs. Call them at 936-291-7886. Again, that's Affordable Plumbing at 936-291-7886. Sting 'em, Hornets!
We welcome you back to Corsicana here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. I'm Carlos Zimmerman. Alongside of me is Luke Scott. Down in the dugout, Kendall Morris. Luke, before we get back to play, let's continue to thank some more of our wonderful sponsors.
Wiesner Hyundai of Conroe, where you buy for less. Double Days Pizza, Sling and Dough since 1984. And, of course, Wiesner of Huntsville, home of the bottom line.
Because Luke Scott said so. So we welcome you back here. 9-1-2 up for the Lady Leopards.
That's the bottom line.
That's right.
And that reference, that one didn't click for me right away.
You got Papa Scott tuning in tonight from Georgetown.
And what's his name?
I'm just going to let you have the honors.
Oh, Beer Nuts in the house.
That's right. Thanks for tuning in, Beer Nuts. We appreciate it. Vitek fouls off the first pitch to the screen. 0-1 the count. Friend of the network, of course.
Friend of softball.
That's
he coached a little softball. My sister played for years. I was pretty much raised at the Diamond.
A lot of early mornings.
Oh, my goodness.
Vitek, a little floater off to the right. Hope Grant gave it a look, but...
Hey, they'll tell the story. When I knew how to operate an ice machine and the elevator at 2 years old. That's how many times we were going those.
How many hotel rooms you stayed in?
Oh, my goodness. Well, we were always at, actually, no free sponsors, can't say.
Yeah. 0-2 to Vitek. Inside ball 1.
He knows what I was about to say with the Eldridge family.
Yeah. The sun has pretty much set here. Still some light out here. The lights have come on here at Corsicana. Here in the top of the fifth, Huntsville leading 7-0. An 0-1-2 count here on ninth in the order. Tatum Vitek as she hits it on the ground second base side. Klawinski's got it. She let it come to her. And the throw on to Grant for out number 1.
While we're at it, thank you, Affordable Plumbing, family owned and operated since the year 2000, supporting Walker County and surrounding counties. And of course, AB2 Self Storage, your local go-to self-storage facility.
So 1 down here in the Lovejoy half of the fifth. We turn the lineup card over for a third time back to the top. Skylar Rucker, the shortstop, to the plate. Junior leadoff batter takes ball 1. Rucker verbally committed to UTSA. So she'll join her teammate who's on deck, Sydney Bardwell, following her senior season. 1-0, strike 1. Winner of this series will take on the winner of Dayton and McKinney North.
The Roadrunners.
That's right, UTSA Roadrunners. 1-1. Rucker fouls it off 1-2. Dayton, of course, got the best of Longview in a 1-game series in the bi-district round.
And that is psychotic that those coaches went for just a 1-game series. That's crazy. No, thank you.
The 4th team out of 16-5A knocking off the district champs from 15-5A.
Heck yeah.
You always love a good upset. Rucker swings on the infield. Sanders fighting the wind. Camps underneath of it for the second out.
Well, you like your district being strong and showing their guns in the playoffs. That's big for confidence just going in throughout the playoffs for all the other teams as well. I mean, how good does Huntsville think of them? Or not think of themselves, but how confident are they coming into these playoffs, knowing that they're in one of the top districts in all of Region 2?
Kingwood Park played Forney last night, and Forney got the better of them 2-0, so one of the first blemishes on 16-5A. As Bardwell to the plate, takes ball 1 outside.
That was a 1-game series as well, right? Or was that a 3-game?
3-game. They are going 3-game. I believe they play again tomorrow for game 2.
Interesting.
Here's the 1-0. Inside, but called strike 1 to Bardwell.
He's been calling that inside.
He's loving that inside half as McCoy. As for McKinney North, they got the better of second place out of their district in Ennis. As Bardwell fights that one into right for a base hit, knocked down by Hammond. Throw to first is not in time, so she had a look there over at first base for a moment, but a 2-out single for Sydney Bardwell.
And Bardwell was a little too casual, I think, getting to first base.
That was a hot shot.
Don't sleep on the right fielder out there making a throw, making a play.
Hammond's done it before in the second game against Kingwood Park.
Yeah.
That one was in Huntsville. She ended the game on a 9-2 double play. So she's got an arm out there, so don't test her. With 2 out, here's Hannah Harvey. Takes strike 1 right down the heart of the plate. Duke towing the slab here in the top of the fifth. Here's the 0-1 with 1 on. Bars Harvey fouls it back, and the count quickly 0-2.
Do we have a update on the Porter game?
I'm trying to get it right now from Anthony. I don't know if anybody else is playing tonight. So I'll hopefully get a hold of him here in a minute.
Oh, we're on prime time. Stand alone.
That's right. Standalone game, a la John Rothstein. 0-2 to Harvey. On the ground to the shortstop, Sanders. And the play is at second to Callie Klawinski, and that retires the side here as we go to the bottom of the fifth. Stretch time here in Corsicana, so give us an opportunity to stretch our legs. I've already begun to stretch my legs. I'm sure Kendall Morris is too. She's got a report when we come back.
Come to Wiesner Cadillac in Huntsville and take advantage of our huge spring cleaning sales event. Hi, folks. Clint Mack with Wiesner Cadillac in Huntsville. We have some amazing deals going on. Are you a Costco member? Take $1,000 off select vehicles with your Costco membership. Want a sporty Cadillac CT4? We have them in stock for immediate delivery starting at only $35,495. We have the XT4, the XT5, and the CT5 with financing starting at only 3.44% APR. Now is the time to save and take advantage of our spring cleaning and these amazing deals. Come to Wiesner Cadillac in Huntsville or visit us online at wiesnercadillac.com.
Back here in Corsicana, we welcome you back. Huntsville leading 7-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th, and I'm thinking, Luke, we possibly could have a pitcher change here. Nope, I think Owens is still in, so she'll go to the warm-ups. Either way, let's send it down to our third member of our team, Kendall Morris. Kendall, obviously got blanked in the bottom of the 4th, but if they get 3 runs across here in the bottom of the 5th, we get to go home a little bit early.
Yes, we do. One big adjustment they've been making in that inning, they were talking about how the catcher is pulling their glove to get those strike calls that we're not getting, and they're just making big adjustments and at the plate, and I thought that was to watch, just kind of show that and talk about it.
Thank you very much, Kendall. Great analysis as always. Bottom of the order up here for Huntsville. Callie Klawinski will get us started. She is 0 for 1. She's walked and grounded out. So Jade Owens remains in the circle here for the Lady Leopards. Lewinsky will stand in with an open stance, and the first offering from Owens. Short ops the plate, 1-0. Did get word from our resident sports information director here in Anthony Bryan. We are the lone game this evening.
Oh, yeah.
Porter and Melissa play a one-game playoff tomorrow. Kingwood Park and Forney continue their series tomorrow. Their strike 1 to Klawinski.
That's banana lands right there.
And Dayton and McKinney North, they play a one-game series tomorrow for a chance to go to the 3rd round. Interesting. 1-1. Klawinski fouls it back. And of course, Huntsville enters tonight, the #1 team in Region 2 5A, at just jumping Kingwood Park in the last couple of days. One, 2. Off speed, misses high. And this Lovejoy crowd has been looking for something to cheer about. They haven't had much on the offensive side as JJ has just shut them down this evening. 2-2 to Callie. Just outside. Ball 3.
Whew. Looking at our the camera angle that Houston's got down there, that one
maybe caught the corner.
That one looked good to me.
Payoff pitch from Owens. Klawinski keeps the at-bat going. Again, if you are still tuning in with us, we're in the bottom of the 5th, 7-0. Carlos Zimmerman, Luke Scott, Kendall Morris here tonight in Corsicana for Game 1 of the UIL 5A area round. Huntsville got swept in the area round last year, courtesy of Royce City, trying to change that course tonight as Klawinski fouls off another pitch from Jade Owens.
We're going to see one coming here, Carlos.
I know.
At some point, either today or tomorrow.
We're going to have one come into our box here.
Oh, yeah.
This is nice, though. I mean, a little warm, but the wind's blowing in. So, I mean, I don't know about you. You got the window blocking you. I'm sorry. Maybe we'll switch tomorrow.
I had to sacrifice. No, that's all right. Well, I like being out of the strike zone.
I hear you. I'll be ready for any moment. Another payoff called strike 3. Callie knew it. So 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Emily Zunker will come to the plate. So here's Emily Zunker. She is 1 for 2 tonight. Reached on an error. She singled. Part of that 4-run bottom of the 3rd for the Lady Hornets. With 1 out, Zunker fouls it back. Oh, 1. Low for a ball. Lovejoy entered tonight 23-10 in the regular season. 10-2 I believe District 13, as there's a ball outside. It's either 13 or 14. It's one of those.
Tell you what, Huntsville's up on the scoreboard, and they're definitely up in the fans, too. We're outnumbering the Lovejoy crowd by a vast majority.
And it's an even split trip, an hour and 45 both ways. 2-1. Zunker fouls it off.
You know, that just shows the dedication that the support group had, the support of Huntsville has for its ladies softball. It's the parents, friends,
alum,
just general alum and supporters for this program.
Of course, here's the 2-2 to Zunker. Oh, right back to Owens. Thought that had a chance to get over her head, but there is the second out. So Huntsville's offense has hit a little bit of a snooze bar here in the middle part of this ball game after teeing off in the third inning. They maintain the lead, though, 7-0. And now ninth in the order, Noelle Sandman to the plate. I was going to say before Emily hit that ball, you know, this booster club has been great supporters of Huntsville Lady Hornets softball. Lots of great folks over there. Tammy Duke, Terry Grizzle, Amy Klawinski, as that one's fouled down the line towards the knob of the bat there from Sandman. Of course, Danielle Sandman, Noelle's mom, big help. All the folks there in the booster club helping make
it's key, man. It's
helping
key.
make this team possible. So an 0-1 count here on Noelle Sandman. She is 0 for 2, a ground out victim both times. Trying to get it back to the top of the order here. 0-1. Sandman lays off for a ball. And if Jones is able to get this out here of Sandman, it'd be their first 1-2-3 inning of the night. The pace of this game has definitely come to a screeching halt. 1-1. Low again from Jade Owens, 2-1. Middle part of the order will come up in the top of the sixth for Lovejoy. Jade Owens will be the one to start it. With 2 out, nobody on. Here's the 2-1 to Noelle Sandman. Fights that one into right field, and is that a catch down there? Wow. Wow, what a catch. Tatum Vitek taking a hit away from Noelle Sandman. Bobbled it for a slight moment as I saw some of that ball, but she does hang on to it there in right field for the third and final out of the inning. A great effort there in right defensively for Lovejoy. The Lady Hornets go quietly in the fifth. Top of the sixth is coming up next on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hey y'all, Josh Ward here. I travel a lot of miles up and down the highway playing country music, and it never fails. Wherever I go, I always see trucks from Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. If I'm not on the road playing music, I'm out driving my Ford F-350 that I got from Bill Fick Ford. Take it from me. Stop by today, meet No Bull Bill, get your own No Bull deal. Then you'll understand why so many trucks on the road come from Bill Fick Ford. Shop them online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com. Oh, be sure to tell them Josh Ward sent you. We'll see you down the road.
Welcome back to Corsicana. It's about 70 miles to the south of the DFW Metroplex. I'm Carlos Zimmerman. Alongside of me is Luke Scott. Kendall Morris down in the dugout for us tonight. Houston Hardcastle running the camera for us down below. Lady Hornets have a 7-0 lead here in the top of the sixth inning against Lucas Lovejoy. And the middle part of the order coming up here for the Lady Leopards. Jade Owens will get us started.
We're ripping a Stevie Wonder up in here?
I think they are.
Like it.
Love me some Stevie Wonder. It's my kind of music. We were bumping some Boston earlier before we came on the air, and I about cried. J.G. Duke back to work. Sixth inning for her. And Owens lays off for ball one.
Boston's great and all, but it's the second best named after a city. Chicago, number 1.
I could give you that. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss by Owens. 1-1.
That's just me.
That's just you, though?
I like more of the jazz, man. I like the...
Well, you know...
Boston kicks, though.
Our morning host on the lake, Glenn Edwards, he loves him some Boston. 1-1. Fouled back, 1-2. I was not ready. That looked a little bit closer.
Just kind of inching up the way.
He had one earlier. I don't remember who hit it. It just hit right against this wall here to our right. And I was not quite ready. 1-2 from J.J. Duke. Fouled back yet again by the East Texas Baptist commit in Owens.
Tiger?
Tiger. Marshall, Texas. One, two again. Swing and a miss by Owens. Another strikeout for J.J. Duke, her third of the evening, and there is one down here in the Lovejoy half of the sixth.
Yeah, that's a big out right there, just to get that first out and strike out. You know, if you told me you're blanking Lovejoy, through 5 into the sixth, and only 2 strikeouts, I would have said, no way. But now you get your third strikeout here, and I think we're going to get a couple more.
She didn't get her first strikeout, and that was of Izzy Guariello. That was in the top of the fourth. Ball had been put in play otherwise. Here's the one out first offering to Cameron Messick. That's fouled away for strike one. JJ also, by the way, has only given up 4 hits tonight. Messick being one of them. The other ones to Guariello, Elliot Pomeroy, and Sydney Bardwell.
That's back-to-back. Really great starts here from Duke.
0-1. Misses outside and high, 1-1. On the way to Messick. The lefty swings and fouls that one off to the left. Count quickly 1-2. JJ has also done this very well tonight. A lot of 2-strike counts.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at my count here. She has not walked anybody this evening. She hasn't really done it very often during the year either. 3 strikeouts in the ball game here with her team in front, 7-0 in the top of the sixth, and the 1-2 to Messick. Did she go?
She went.
Appeal down to third base. She is around on that one, says the third base umpire in Jim Pecht for the second out. Back-to-back strikeouts for J.J. Duke, her 4th of the night.
Like to see it. 2 strikeouts. Here comes one more, hopefully. But you're up 7-0, and your starting pitcher is just dealing right now. You got to feel good if you're head coach Morgan Bryan.
180 strikeouts on the year for J.J., counting tonight. 28 walks. And she gets the first swinging strike of Guariello. Guariello, a strikeout victim last time against JJ.
How many strikeouts?
180.
Wow.
Including tonight.
180 compared to...
That one's lofted in the left field, but easy does it for Anna Rosenlund in left field for the third and final out of the top of the sixth. Not a strikeout, but you get out of the inning with a 1-2-3 of Lovejoy. Lady Hornets will look for some more offense in the bottom of the sixth inning as we're winding our way to a finish here tonight in Game 1 of the area round at UIL 5A. We'll have the bottom of the sixth when we come back.
Hi, I'm Michael Murray with Murray Insurance and Financial Services. Our family agency has been representing the Huntsville and Walker County area since the 1930s. It can help you prepare for your future with your financial planning needs, along with the unexpected with life, health, long-term care, and disability insurance needs. Please give us a call at 1-800-695-LIFE. Our email is mike@murrayservices.net.
Back here in Corsicana as we work our way into the bottom of the sixth inning. Huntsville has the lead, 7-0. And they'll have the top of the order up as well. Anna Rosenlund will get things started here in a few moments. As Luke, let's thank more of our sponsors.
Murray Insurance and Financial Services, an agency you can trust. Affordable Plumbing, family owned and operated since the year 2000, supporting Walker County and surrounding counties. And of course, AB2 Self Storage, your local go-to self-storage facility. And Bill Fick 4, no bull, just great deals.
Thank you as always to our wonderful sponsors for helping make this playoff broadcast possible.
They're the best.
That's right. We're back here tomorrow for game number 2. That is a 7:30 p.m. first pitch, 7:15 p.m. pregame on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, part of a Huntsville Hornet Diamond doubleheader playoff edition. Huntsville Hornet baseball in play as well. We'll get to that in a moment as Rosenlund takes strike one. Our good friend and broadcast partners Colin Neal and B.J. McMichael have the call for baseball starting tomorrow night. Game 1 in Lufkin, 7 p.m. first pitch. 6:45 Hornets countdown to first pitch. The 0-1. Rosenlund up the middle, shortstop side on a couple of hops. Making the play there is Rucker. And she gets the first out of Rosenlund.
I'll tell you what, ever since really that explosion of the first 3 runs, it's been stout defensive play here for Lovejoy, in 4-5 and now into the 6th inning.
And that's also for Rosenlund the first time she has been set down tonight. 3 singles up to that point. That'll bring Eris McHale to the plate with 1 out. Open stance, first offering from Owens. McHale, hot shot in the center for a base hit. First pitch swinging, first hit of the night for McHale.
Just as I say, the bats are kind of cooling down. Bam, right there. One right down the middle, and nice base hit there for Eris.
Courtesy runner going to be coming on here for Eris McHale. I would likely assume it's Washington, but I've been wrong before.
Cobb. I'm going with Cobb right here.
I'm thinking you're going Cobb. I'm going Washington. It's Cobb. You're on it tonight, Luke. I'll give you that. So Valerie Cobb. Thank you, Dustin McCoy.
I got to be on it to drive back tonight.
Yeah, I know you do.
Got to get focused.
We got to do it again tomorrow. Valerie Cobb, one of the 4 seniors in this lineup, or roster, I should say, for the Lady Hornets. She now stands at first. Here's J.J. Duke to face Owens. First pitch. Duke swinging for the fences, but got nothing. Strike 1. Duke tonight a double, but she has flown out back-to-back times to the plate. So give it a 1-for-3 night thus far here for number 4. She lays off for ball 1.
1 for 3. I would take 1 for 3, but Duke, she ain't happy with that.
No.
She expects to go 2 for 3, 3 for 4. If not, hit them all.
1-1. Duke off the turf almost, but foul to the left side. Good stop by Morgan there on the left side, but it is strike number 2. JJ, like we alluded to earlier, she'll call Stephenville, Texas home, not too far away from us here. Here's the 1-2. Duke out in front of it and fouled down the left field side. Half swing there by JJ, just trying to put it in play. Tarleton, of course, current conference mates with our friends at Sam Houston. That will change starting next year. Lots of transitions happening in Huntsville. Conference switch for Sam Houston, new facilities for Huntsville as Duke hits it on the ground to the shortstop side. Rucker throw on to second is in time to get Cobb, but the relay on to first is not in time. So fielder's choice from Rucker to Harvey for the second out.
And the breeze kind of died down out here, didn't it, Carlos?
Yeah, it did.
It was whipping pretty good. Now it died down.
Looking at that flag in straightaway center, it is oddly calm now. And with Huntsville in front, 7-0 with 2 out. And a runner on at first, J.J. Duke. Here's Katie Von Rosenberg. She takes strike 1 on the outer half. And Huntsville already on track here with needing just 3 outs to finally get a win in the area round for the first time since 2021. Here's the 0-1. Von Rosenberg lays off. Almost the same spot there by Owens, but it's outside 1-1. Of course, 2 years ago, Huntsville faced Forney in the area round. A lot of those games being played in Rusk. Huntsville would win that in 3 games after going down 1-0 in that series against the Jackrabbits as their strike 2.
My grandparents used to live in Forney for a little bit.
It's a quaint little town.
Yeah, it's cool. One of their coaches is on TikTok. I always see him on there. I think he's the basketball coach. Oh.
As Von Rosenberg swings and misses at that pitch outside. Owens gets another strikeout. That one, her 6th strikeout of the night. So a decent outing in terms of strikeouts for Owens, but Huntsville's got them down. 7-0 does the Lady Hornets here against Lovejoy. 3 more outs, and Huntsville can go and hunt down Game 1 here tonight in Corsicana. Be back in a moment on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Looking for
Self Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB2 Self Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Welcome back to Corsicana. We're into the top of the 7th here of game number 1 of the UIL 5A area round. We welcome you back here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Carlos Zimmerman alongside of me is Luke Scott as we get ready. Huntsville down to their final 3 outs to shut down Lovejoy here in game number 1. And they are going to have to deal here with the 7, 8, and 9. So couldn't be perfect timing here for J.J. Duke. She's got the bottom of the order to try and get the final 3 outs. Here's Elliott Pomeroy. She singled in the top of the 4th, her lone hit of the night. One of only 4 hits off of J.J. Duke this evening, so she has been absolutely stellar. Hope Grant gets the start tomorrow, more than likely. The first offering to Pomeroy is outside for ball 1.
I was just about to say, Carlos, you say things go well here, and we get the second game, and Huntsville's up 1-0 in the series. Do you go back to JJ or do you throw Hope, who's been really good, throughout the season, and she had a good first game there against Mount Pleasant.
I mean, you look at Hope, 2.45 on the ERA, 10-3 on the year. She's thrown 56 strikeouts, so a lot of balls are put in play against her, but she's been very good as Pomeroy fights this one off to the right side as Hammond couldn't make a play. It is just foul. That's a good call down the first base side there by David Wooldridge, as he had that look the whole way. 3-man crew, that's a little tougher to make that call, but with a 4-man crew, it's him the whole way, so good call.
I like having the 4-man crew. It's a little bit more tighter. That's kind of what you want. In the softball, you want consistent showings from the blue.
Next offering, Pomeroy right back to Duke. Good stab of the ball and the throw to first for the first out. So 1 down here in the Lovejoy half of the 7th. Lady Hornets 2 outs away from getting a Game 1 victory here in Corsicana. That'll bring Addie George to the plate, the designated player for Lovejoy. She is 0 for 2. She's fouled out and struck out. With 1 out and nobody on, Huntsville in front, 7-0. Well in control of this as George fouls it back. And the count 0-1. With 1 out still. Here's the 0-1 to George from Duke. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Blew it right by her.
Yeah, that was a nice pitch right there. She's feeling confident right now, and she should be. Through 6 and a 3rd inning, and been stellar.
4 strikeouts for number 4, hunting down number 5 here of Addie George. And the pitch. High for ball 1.
Kind of like a leopard herself, just kind of stalking.
Yeah.
Up, leopards, they get in the trees and they swim. They're
hunting their prey.
Yeah, you don't mess around with the leopard, I can tell you that.
Absolutely not. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss by George on a pitch outside. 5th strikeout for J.J. Duke, and the Lady Hornets are 1 out away.
Yeah.
Time to get this crowd hyped up. They've been quiet all night long, other than when Huntsville was putting runs together. And they're going to erupt here when the Lady Hornets get this 3rd and final out in this inning. Final hope for Forney is going to come from a pinch hitter. I believe that's Taylor Bradshaw at the plate in for Tatum Vitek. Bradshaw swings at the first pitch for strike 1. Rise ball action that time from J.J. Duke. So after Vitek went 0 for 2, Bradshaw the pinch hitter now. Here's the 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Lady Hornets trying to get, again, their first win in the area round since game 3 of the area round against Forney 2 years ago. 1-1 to Bradshaw. Foul tipped it. And the count is 1-2. Lovejoy down to their final out. And final strike as well. Lady Hornets have been on cruise control since clinching a co-district championship against Porter. That was a couple of weekends ago. Looking for their third straight win in the playoffs. Here's the 1-2 on the way and a half swing on a ball high. And the first base umpire in Woolridge says she did not go. So the Lady Hornets will have to wait. Man, I set it up perfectly.
But you know what? Now the scoreboard is set up perfectly with twos all the way around.
That's right. 3 of a kind here. 2-2. Count, 2 out. Nobody on. 7-0 Huntsville. And the 2-2 to Bradshaw. Fouled back. JJ she is just ready to burst out of there and pick up this critical Game 1 victory.
She's ready to get home, man.
I think that's the case, too. JJ will try once more. And the 2-2 on the way to Bradshaw. Outside, ball 3.
Come on, Blue. It's time for this game to end.
Skylar Rucker is on deck if this game rolls on. Payoff pitch to Bradshaw. Called strike 3! JJ gets 6 strikeouts in the ball game, and the Lady Hornets have swept game number 1 away from Lucas Lovejoy. 7-0 your final here tonight. Here in Corsicana, they win it 7-0, and now they put the back against the wall for Lovejoy coming up tomorrow in game number 2.
Game, set, match right there, and how fitting is it? Back-to-back shutouts here for J.J. Duke. And we're off to game number 2 in the round number 2 here.
That's right.
Tomorrow.
Lots of twos tonight coming up tomorrow, but we are not quite done here tonight in Corsicana. Lady Hornets post-game wrap-up is coming up next. Kendall Morris will talk with our player of the game, Anna Rosenlund, and the winning head coach in Morgan Bryan. Coming up after this on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Lady Hornets win it.
Wiesner Hyundai, to get a real deal. Spring into a brand new 2023 Hyundai today. Get a 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe Limited 3.9 APR for 72 months, plus 500 Hyundai bonus cash. You want them? We got them. Get a 2023 Hyundai Tucson 3.9 APR for 72 months, plus 750 Hyundai bonus cash. Get a real deal. Buy for less at Wiesner Hyundai. Exit 87B, Wilson Road in Conroe, or WiesnerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
Hey, y'all, Josh Ward.
Let's go to Double Dave's, Double Dave.
We've got the pizza with that fresh made taste to put a smile on your face.
Let's go to Double Dave's, Double Dave.
When you need a break, they got the right food, and it's a really great place.
Have you visited Double Dave's lately? If not, now is the time because we have something for the whole family. Bingo nights, princess nights, new game, there's something for everyone. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram to check out our new daily discounts too. We can't wait to see you.
Let's go to Double Dave's, Double Dave.
They've got the pizza with that fresh made taste to put a smile on your face.
Let's go to Double Dave's.
Hey, y'all, Josh Ward here. I travel a lot of miles up and down the highway playing country music, and it never fails. Wherever I go, I always see trucks from Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. If I'm not on the road playing music, I'm out driving my Ford F-350 that I got from Bill Fick Ford. Take it from me. Stop by today, meet No Bull Bill, get your own No Bull deal. Then you'll understand why so many trucks on the road come from Bill Fick Ford. Shop them online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com. Oh, be sure to tell them Josh Ward sent you. We'll see you down the road.
Hi, I'm Michael Murray with Murray Insurance and Financial Services. Our family agency has been representing the Huntsville and Walker County area since the 1930s. It can help you prepare for your future with your financial planning needs, along with the unexpected with life, health, long-term care, and disability insurance needs. Please give us a call at 1-800-695-LIFE. Our email is mike@murrayservices.net.
AB2 Self Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB2 Self Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com. Affordable Plumbing Incorporated in Huntsville is a proud supporter of Hornet softball and baseball. Family owned and operated since 2000, Affordable Plumbing serves the plumbing needs of Huntsville, New Waverly, Trinity, and other surrounding areas. The company is backed by years and years of experience and strives to support the community in a courteous and professional manner for all your plumbing needs. Call them at 936-291-7886. Again, that's Affordable Plumbing at 936-291-7886. Sting 'em, Hornets!
The Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports, welcomes you to the Huntsville Lady Hornets postgame wrap-up. For stats and analysis of tonight's game, let's go back to the diamond and join Carlos Zimmerman and head coach Morgan Bryan.
We welcome you back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. Huntsville wins Game 1 here in the UIL 5A area round, and I'm not going to dilly-dally any longer. I will send it to our third member of our crew, Kendall Morris. She is with our two players of the game tonight, Anna Rosenlund and Chloe Sanders. Kendall?
All right. We're good? All right, so we've got Anna and Chloe. So what are some of the things that you feel were like your most important plays of tonight, and how did you come in to tonight's game with the mindset?
Tonight's game, I came in like put the ball in play, make every catch you can, keep it in front, just like anything, and always have my pictures back in the circle. Whoever made the play, whoever the ball got hit, just have their back and support each other.
I had the mindset of not wanting to come back Saturday, go hard every play, get on base, have each other's backs. If you make an error, let it go, get the next one.
And there were a couple plays out there that was just a little hard to make, but y'all did a great job, and how we'll capitalize on that tomorrow as well.
I feel like we learned, like, don't play. Like, in left field, I was playing really far back on that first inning, and then I realized, okay, that's not burning me yet, so just play up. And then, yeah, I don't know.
Always be ready. You never know when it's coming to you. They hit all over the field. Just be ready. And get the next one. Even when you trip and fall, get the next one. It's okay.
And make that knee sliding dive thing. But also, always, like, know what you're going to do with the ball, like, and where your runners are at, know the situation, know who you're going to throw it to, and what to do with it.
And y'all did a great job tonight. Get home, get some rest.
Peace.
All right. And we're going to have Coach come over here. Hello. It's a great win for you tonight. How are you feeling after that?
I'm really proud of the girls. You know, they did a great job of just coming out, and offensively they did their job at the plate. You know, I asked them to do a couple different things, and they really just made sure that they did the little things right, and that's what matters in that situation. They weren't trying to do too much with the ball. They were just trying to meet it where it was, and I think they did a great job offensively. And then, of course, defense showed up today. You know, I think we had one error, which isn't typical for us, but it's okay. I'll take that. Didn't hurt us in that situation. But they really showed up on defense, and they really made some stellar plays, and I'm just really proud of them. And then, of course, Jalen had a great game in the circle for us. So all in all, it was a team effort, and I think they did a great job.
And coming into tomorrow, what is going to be your mindset? Y'all, like you said, you did an amazing job today. Is there anything that you feel like you need to take away and go over before tomorrow?
You know, it's the same thing. Don't ever get comfortable. You're in the playoffs for a reason, and so are they. So, you know, they're going to come back better tomorrow, and we expect that from them, and we expect some more fight. In the same respect, you know, we're 1-0, but that doesn't matter in that situation. You've got to come back tomorrow and go 1-0 again. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Your bats have been on fire, especially the last couple games. I'm excited to see what they do tomorrow, and y'all have a safe trip home.
Yes, ma'am. And can I give a shout out? It's my older sister's birthday. So, Jerry Lynn, happy birthday. I love you guys. Adriana and family, I love you too. And then, of course, my mom and dad couldn't make it. So, hi, I love you guys. And, of course, Kylie, because she gets on to me when I don't say hi in Maryland. So, love you all. See you soon.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach. Back to you, Carlos.
Thank you very much, Kendall, and all of our great crew down there with us tonight as we'll get ready to wrap things up here tonight in Corsicana. I'm welcoming back in my broadcast partner here in Luke Scott. Luke, just an all-around great game from the Lady Hornets tonight as JJ started to find her stride there in the back half of the ball game, and the offense was on it when it needed to be.
The offense was great, and that was just a thrashing that we saw. I mean, it was stellar play on the mound on JJ Duke's part, and then the rest, I mean, it was hitting, 1 through 9. The top of the order did its job. The bottom of the order carried the load in places, and You know, when you score 7 runs, you're going to win some games, and especially when you have Duke, who's just dialed in there in the mound. I mean, you know what you're going to get from her. It's going to be strikeouts, and it's going to be you're going to be confident when she's in there. When everyone's dialed in like that, Huntsville's a hard team to beat, Carlos.
That's right. As we look ahead to tomorrow, game number 2 of the area round, coming your way here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. We'll have the call for you here from Corsicana at 7:30 p.m. for the first pitch, 7:15 pregame. And, of course, Huntsville Hornet Baseball. They open their playoff run in the Bi-District round. Coming up tomorrow in Lufkin, Colin Neal and B.J. McMichael, they will have the call, 6:45 p.m. pregame, 7 o'clock first pitch. Lady Hornets again win it tonight, 7-0 over Lucas Lovejoy. A win tomorrow for the Huntsville Lady Hornets, and they're off to the regional quarterfinals for the second time in 3 years. We want to thank you, everybody, for joining us here this evening. Always a thank you to our wonderful sponsors for helping make this broadcast possible. For our entire crew, Houston Hardcastle, Kendall Morris, and Luke Scott, I'm Carlos Zimmerman. We will see you tomorrow night here in Corsicana for game number 2 of the UIL 5A area round. Friends, have a great rest of your Thursday evening. And as always, friends, have a pleasant tomorrow. And on the count of 3, my friend, as always, 1, 2, 3. Sting 'em, Hornets. Good night, God bless, and so long from Corsicana.
What does the 50th anniversary of Title IX mean? It means I'm valued, I'm empowered, I can do anything. It means I'll pave the way for every girl who plays high school sports in the future, just like every female student, coach, official, and administrator blaze the trail for me, because every student deserves the opportunity to play. Encourage girls you know to participate in Texas high school sports.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
This has been a presentation of Huntsville Lady Hornet Softball on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. No portion of this broadcast may be used or transmitted in any other form without the express written consent of Huntsville High School Athletics, our broadcast partners, and 101.7 KSAM. Thank you for watching, and sting 'em, Hornets.